Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new review concerning the Ori Tier 1 or version 1, which is the Ori Tier 8, the new Japanese tank destroyer. So, to me, out of all the four tanks, the four new tanks, this one is the freaking worst. Because you have nothing except a gun. If we talk about the pros and the cons of this big box, you have concerning the pros, a good gun, not the best because you have 8.7 seconds of reload for 400 alpha damage. You don't even have 440. I wish Wargaming could put 440 on this one because clearly it deserves it, because that's the only thing it has. Also, maybe a good mobility. I'm not gonna contest that. Really, the mobility is great. As you can see, we are climbing our way to the enemy team as fast as possible. And of course, no armor. No armor and a big fucking box tank. It's just a box, guys, and oh my gosh, is it gonna be horrible to play against enemies, because you're big and you're not gonna penetrate, you're not gonna bounce anything. Maybe you can try to bounce on your gun mantlet, of course, but despite that, all the rest sucks, because you have the same hull as the one you already have on the Shiri, the tier 7 tank, that is completely paper. So really be careful about that. You're also extremely weak to HEs on your sides, no, overall I don't like it. I don't really recommend buying it. Of course, if you have to go to the Ori, yes, you're gonna buy it, but clearly when you will be done with this one, you're gonna sell it. It's clearly not the kind of tank you want to keep in your garage or even enriched. So now concerning the playstyle, we have a lot to say about this one. You have a great mobility, therefore you can play it on different kind of playstyle. Here, the first one I showed you with this replay, it's basically me going with the mediums on the medium side and playing it like a medium. You can counter mediums with this if you play it aggressively. Of course, you need not to be alone against mediums, because if they circle you, you're out. But you can do, I mean, you're gonna do the trick as long as you're not alone, you're with your mediums fighting against other mediums. So it's a good medium counter. That's the first playstyle here that I showed. Also, we can try something a little bit different after. You can try, let's say, the traditional tank destroyer gameplay by sniping, camping, etc. But you can also try it on the rich line. But it's gonna be tough. Honestly, I don't recommend playing it too much on the rich line because of three main reasons. The first one is you don't have a good gun depression, and as you don't have a good gun depression, it's gonna be hard for you to work on mountains, hills, etc. effectively. Second thing, the size of the tank. The tank is so damn huge that if you try to poke from a hill, you're gonna show your whole tank to your enemies, therefore they're gonna have a bigger hitbox to be sure to penetrate their shots. Last thing, the modules. This tank is extremely weak considering the engine, because the engines are located at the top of the tank. When I say top of the tank, I mean the front of the hull, not the top, not the turret, of course. But yeah, the main problem with this is that you will be probably a lot of time, you will see your engine getting destroyed, and that's frustrating, especially when you are running out of repair kits. So now, let's talk a bit about the replays we have here. Nothing really hard. We go for some medium support, as I told you we were doing in the previous gameplay. We're gonna do the same thing here. We help our mediums. We shoot the, I forgot the name, Shito SPG or something like this, self-propelled gun. And now that they are all out, we just have to take care of the remaining heavies. Really, I mean, the tank is not bad. I think it's more about my playstyle. I don't really play the tank correctly, or I don't like the playstyle related to this tank. But also, the main problem, and you have the same problem with the Ori, but the Ori does it better, so it doesn't really bother me, but with this one it bothers me. The fact that if you are the one being targeted, you are dead. You can't do anything when you're being targeted, because you don't have the armor for it. And that's what is frustrating. I mean, I don't mind it, because at least it makes the tank balanced, which is a good effort from Wargaming, because recently they are putting only broken tanks in the game. But at least we can say thank you for to Wargaming for putting this tank in without making it completely broken. If they failed a bit on the tier 7, but that's gonna be the subject of the next video that you're gonna have in less than 2 hours. By the way, the video I just need to do it right now, and I'm gonna release it after this one. But that's not the subject. So yeah, I was saying with this one, please make sure you're not the one being targeted. But I feel like it's the same problem for tier 8, tier 9 and tier 10. As long as you're not targeted, you're gonna do some effective games, but as soon as someone decides that they want to destroy you, you're gonna struggle. And what can I say else? Maybe, you know what, waiting for this game to finish. If you are interested in some kind of tank destroyer profile armor, I can show it to you in a new video that I could do it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to see if someone is available to do it with me today. And yeah, now let's talk about the last replay. The last replay, we're gonna try to play it a little bit more aggressively, but on the ridge line, not with mediums, but with our heavies and stuff. So I can show you how not effective this tank is in this kind of situations. So, first thing first, I'm gonna play it as I go usually, my favorite position on this map. That is the small hull down behind the hill right before reaching the point where teams can confront themselves. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to take my position as fast as possible. I have the mobility for it, so I know I'm gonna be in the top to climb, and no problem, we go for a first shot on the STA. I'm gonna try, see, that's what I was talking about concerning the armor. The STA didn't even need to aim, it just has to shoot at my lower part of the hull. And as soon as you shoot the lower part of the hull, you're sure people are gonna penetrate you. Which makes it a bad tank. Not worth it, don't enrich it, play it just to get to the Ori version 2 and get rid of it as fast as possible. So, concerning my favorite position, we're gonna take it right now. We go to the top right there. Can we sneak a shot on the T49? Yes, we can. At least this tank is good in snapshot, not like his big brother tier 9. And you're gonna see what is gonna happen. For now, no problem, because we are smashing some H's on the WT, the RHM, and the Ori, the same as we have. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to show it right now. See the snapshot? Boom, 644. But the main problem here, look at this. With a lot of tank destroyers, I can take this position without fearing taking a lot of damage. But here, that's impossible because of how huge the tank is. Really, the tank is too big. Clearly too big for this game. And it makes me understand why Wargaming doesn't want to implement any Japanese heavy tank, because they are too big for this game, and the size, my gosh, the maps are clearly not adapted for these tanks, the Japanese heavy tanks, and that's why Wargaming keeps saying over and over again, no, don't expect us to put them in the game, because clearly you're not gonna see them. And when you drive these kind of tanks, you understand that size matters in terms of tanks. And oh boy, is it horrible to play this one, especially the fact that the bigger you are, the less camo values. So clearly you don't have a good camo. So I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it. And I'm running out of ideas to know what to tell you about the tank. So I'm just gonna stop there. Hope you enjoyed the review. The tank is not worth it. It sucks. Please skip it if you can. And see you soon for the tier 7 that clearly you want to keep in your garage and enrich. And you're gonna see why. See ya, guys.